it all out. Move your hands to it, move your hands. Move your hands, take a deep breath and go. Move your hands to it, move your hands to it, move your hands. Your body doesn't get stiff. Good, good. Twist is it. Twist. Twist. Try it again this time. Inhale and go. Twist back and forth. Twist. Oh yeah. Keep all of that. Keep testing. Keep testing. When you run out of air, just stop. Woo! Good. Make that sound a couple times. All the way up. Lots of sliding. All slide. Try to stay in your falsetto for now. Try not. Every one of you have that flip in your voice. That little notch in the voice, the passaggio. Try and stay above that for right now. Just stay in your falsetto, right? And keep that, especially when you get to the bottom. See if you can stay in your falsetto a couple times. We'll do the bottom of the range, but I'm going to warm up that falsetto part of the voice, all right? So try that a couple times. And stay in your falsetto. There you go. Good. Now start here. 10% of people, 10%. 10%, as soft as you can make it. And hooty, like a. Now listen, I want you to go. Try and get up here too. Hang on just a second. Someone's here. Try and get above that. So that you should be, everybody should be, especially basses, you'll be in your falsetto. Some tenors this may be close for you, but we're going to warm up over the break right here. We're going to do lots of sliding. Go. There we go. Go. Now, when you feel that, you're going to feel that in your voice. Hold on just a second. You're going to feel that. You're going to feel it, right? Stay in the falsetto. Take it down as far as you can. The more hooty the sound will get you through that little break. And it's all warming up. Some of your breaks are higher than others. If you're a bass, your break is probably lower than the other guys around you. So you'll be moving, singing through your break at different spots. Don't worry about that. Big breath. Very hooty. Go. Again from here. Go. You'll feel it. You'll feel your break. Wherever it happens, let it go. Go. Lots of sliding. Don't worry about being exact in pitch. Lots of sliding. Good. Breathe. Slide. Yeah, I can hear some of you going through your break already. Basses may still be in falsetto. You may still be. We'll see. Go. Good. There it is. You feel that? You feel that? Right? Now from here, maybe you're probably sing that in without using your falsetto. I had a voice teacher in college that made me sing all the time down here. In my falsetto all the time. All the time to use just to warm up the bottom end of your falsetto. All right? So it's a good way to keep the voice going, and warm that up and lubricate that inside and make sure the voice is feeling good. Right? Good. Oh, stretch. Good. Repeat after me. Shh, 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 all be engaging for that. So put your hands in front, right? You know where your solar plexus is? Solar plexus. Find that solar plexus. Gently cough. Gently. It should move, right? Right? It should move. If it doesn't move, do this, right? Right? So you're going to go. Now watch. Same thing, right? You feel it moving, right? It's just all this engagement. Why do you use the solar plexus? Because it's just a part of that abdominal wall that we get. But the whole thing should, it's not all centered right here, right? But you can feel that here, right? So when you breathe, take a nice big breath, go. Long hiss. Keep going. So these muscles are intoned, right? They're not rigid. It's not like you're trying to lift the piano, but there's resistance, right? Good, let the air out. So that should relax. So when you breathe, like your belt, right? You get a belt on, right? And then the body fills from the bottom up, the air, right? So you're breathing all the way to here, to the bottom of your lung. Now, of course, air is in your abdomen. Of course, that's not where it goes. But the feeling of expansion happens here, and then this helps force the air up, right? So sing with me. You're going to go. Ha 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 ha. And try to put an H on the front of that. Instead of that, to go. Now you're going to connect that and go this way. Now it's going to go for 12 counts, not 8. 12 counts. You can do this. Good, right? So, right, there's another breath there, right? But this still engages, right? Just like it was with the other side. We're going to use this tonight a lot. So, 4 hisses, 12 counts. 1, 2, go. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good, relax. Take a breath. We draw around a bit. We're about to go to 16, too. 4 counts. And we're going to go to an SH. 16 counts, right? Don't count. I'll count for you. You just go. And let that sound just all in a big tank. Big tank. Air is free. Use as much as you want. 1, 4 hisses, go. I'm sorry, my fault. 2, 3, go. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, go. Louder, 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 softer. 1, 2, 4, go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Last time, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Go ahead, make that sound a bit. You can't do that. You can't do that. Take 2 fingers like this, like this. Go. Don't pinch your face like, because that won't work. Just push them up. Gently shake your head. Grab your jaw and go. Say this and go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Go. And yeah, 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 yeah. right? So you get ya 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. Ya, right? It's hot. This is the pump. This is the pump. Okay? Put your hands in front of you this way. I'm going to start that again. And you can do this and go ya 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. Go. Ya 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 ya. So what is this supposed to be helping you embody, right? It's kinesthetic. Where does the air go? The air goes into the body. The air is not here. Right? Lots of air. Lots of air. So we start singing long phrases, and we're supporting long phrases tonight. About what was talked about in the singing eval, because I listened to it from the contest, about how to sing through long phrases. Where's the vowel set? How are we singing? The onset of tone. All the stuff that got talked about that we're going to cover tonight. We're trying to start with a good fundamental. It's a good breath to take that on. Can't even say fundamental. Still have a month of school left though, so I'm in bad shape. All right, so I'm going to keep working on this part of the to make sure all the air is there for that. Most of you know Heart of My Heart. Most of you know the Heart of My Heart. If you don't know that, you can just hum along. If you like, low and A flat, low. Ooh, 4 parts on an ooh vowel. There we go. Ooh. Now, breathe in on the vowel with which you intend to sing. Breathe in on the vowel. So what that means is when you take that breath, and you know we're singing on an ooh, it should look like this when you go. Right? There's the inhale, right? So the vowel goes this way. Because what happens, the other side of it is this, when it goes. Ooh. Right. Not only is the vowel late, but it has a misconstrued structure for the first part of the vowel. And everybody's will be different. Breathe in the vowel. Try that again. So watch. Just do the breath. Don't sing. Just do the breath. Go. Right? Do it again. Turn this way. Turn. Look at each other. Look across the chorus. Breathe in on the vowel with which you intend. Yeah, look that way. Breathe in on the vowel with which you intend to sing. Look across. Are they doing it? Go. Now sing. Ready? Go. Look back out here. Come back this way. Turn this way. One more set of ooh, go. Now, so here's another question for you. Do you have to reset the vowel when you breathe in? No. If we're continuing on an ooh, right? I see some of this with ooh. Right? And again, I'm not trying to point fingers at it. What I'm trying to tell you is that sometimes we, as amateur singers, work too hard. Too much motion, too much work. Right? So just try that. Set the ooh vowel. Breathe in on that vowel. 4 parts. Just work on the ooh. Breathe into the vowel. Sing. Don't move the vowel. Don't move the vowel. Don't move the vowel. Breathe. Don't move the vowel. Don't move the vowel. Still on an ooh vowel. Still ooh. Don't move the vowel. Don't move the vowel. We're going to go to an ah vowel after this breath. Ah, breath. Right. So what happened? I got to the point where I do the breath. Ah, and some of you go. And then wait. Right? You don't have to do that. And for exercise purposes tonight, we're going to avoid that collapse of the vowel, especially if we have phrases that are on the same vowel all the way through. There's a lot of vowels to work on tonight, right? The next one to look at is, what's the word light, right? Ah. So, we're on an ah vowel right now, aren't we? Right? So we're going to start at the beginning. Heart of my heart, all on an ah vowel. A-H. Ah. Breathe into the vowel. Sing. Go. that? What is this in relation to?
That's soft vowel.
The blade, actually the blade of the tongue, which is here. In the back, the blade right here. It's in the back. All the way through, right? Because we're working. We talked about it earlier tonight. Eventually, we're going to get a chart with vowels. You're going to sing 9 vowels. 10. That's it. 10 vowels. That's what you're going to sing. Okay. We're going to start working on the fundamentals of vowel matching and getting you to agree on what word, what sound. Right? Even if the word is light, there's going to be a word on the chart that says that vowel. What is it? We're going to unify these sounds. That singing judge said that we have vowel areas. We don't have vowel targets. I listened to the eval. That's exactly what he said. So that's what we're going to start talking about tonight. We don't have a chart yet. We're going to be putting that in your mind, right? So take your hand, do that again, right? And say E, ah. Now go like this. Ah, o, o. Right? So we get E, ah, o. Got it? And that's just a start. There are more than that. And some of you may have training in this a little different, and you've heard of it. The point is that we're trying to get the vowels to sound and feel consistent through the back. As the tongue goes, where's the front of the tongue say?
Against the back of the teeth.
Like that. Other time, like that. Turn your tongue like that. Attack. It's on your tongue and snake the head. Yeah, right there. Behind the teeth, right there. Try it and go. And then from here, in the back, right? Where's the back of the tongue still? Down. And we get to wood, book, the back of the tongue is still high. We're going to get to those. But we're trying to get a sense tonight, especially when you get to light, beginning. The differences in the vowels of what your targets are. Okay? We're going to talk a lot about that tonight. The breath, how the breath connects to the front of the phrase, all the way through to the end of the phrase, breathing in on the vowel and agreeing on the formant. Okay? I know that sounds horribly technical, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to make it boring. I really don't. But what we talked about in your singing eval is this very set of mechanics right here to try and make this work. So sing Heart of My Heart. Put an A this time. High. 4 parts, words. And go. So ask yourself, right? Ask yourself as we keep going, did you breathe in on the vowel? Did you take a good breath? Right? What have you got? Good singing, good breath, good singing. Great breath, great singing. Great breath, great tone. Good singing, good breath, good tone. Right? Great tone. Breathe in on the vowel. Breathe in on the vowel. Good breath, go. Heart of my heart, I love. That's a neutral vowel. It's in the middle back here. It's not schwa sound, right? Love. Make that sound. Just sing that. Go. Love. Say the word love. Go. Love. Now sing. Love. Unison on love. Go. Love. Life, love. Hear the difference? Right? Life. set the vowel, breathe in. Now, so it's an ah, isn't it, right? But how does the L interrupt that vowel? Right? The vowel is here, la, right? So if all the front of the tongue is do this. La, la, la. That's it. Instead of this. La. I'm exaggerating, right? But that's what happens. If you get the ah first, life would be not, la, right? That's what we're after. Breathe in on the vowel. Good. Move your body. Now this is a boring warm up. I know it's a boring warm up. We're kind of warming up. We're warming up. I think we're warming up. Heart of my heart. Right at the top. Set the vowel. Breathe. Go. Heart of my heart, I love you. And life would be naught without you. Light of my life, my darling, I love you. Breath. Vowel. Breathe. Sing. Do that again. Do that again. Take the breath, right? What happens here, right? You still get this. From lifting, right? And the it. Right? Here. The breath has to happen at the same time. And all connect. Onset of tone. Breathe. Sing. Before onset. Where does the tone start? Bad onset. Hard onset. I would be. Right? We're looking for a balance. Set the tone. Breathe. Sing. What's that? Where are we right now? I can forget. I can forget right there. Here's a breath. Breath. Vowel. Go. I can forget you never. Where's E? E, I, right? So sing E. Put your hand up and go. E. And you get I can forget you never. Right? I can forget you never. That one goes in the back. We'll look on the front ones for now. But listen to that as we move through. Where's the vowel? Where's the breath? Big breath. Sing. Big breath. Vowel. Go. I can forget you never. From you I never can sever. Say you'll be mine. Say, right? Think about that for a second. Breathe in on the air, right? Think about that and go. Where does the S? Physically, in your mouth, where do you make an S sound? Usually, S's are where? Right? The tongue pushes up on the roof, and you get, and the air comes out over the top of the tongue. Right? Say, say. But we get the vowel, right? So you breathe in, and you go like this. Say. But the vowel's already there, right? Say. Right there. Hand up for a second. Right there. Breathe in and sing on that vowel and sing that chord on say. Go. And. Say. Now, in E, what happens to the tongue in the diphthong? Say. Right? The tongue goes out. Say. You'll be mine. Right? The tongue moves on the diphthong, doesn't it? Sing say again. Ready? Go. And. Say, say you'll be mine, say you. Right there. So, you're gonna keep going. Set the vowel, breathe, set the vowel, go. Say you'll be mine forever. teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. Don't move the jaw. Don't move the jaw. Don't move the jaw. Don't move the jaw. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. That's where it all happens, right? Up front, 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 front. Right, forward, easy, not heavy. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth. Relax, relax. We're going to talk about that when we get tonight to beginning to see the light, beginning to see the light. Where all it happens here. Beginning to see the light. Lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. Right in the front, right in the front, right in the front, right in the front. Okay? How do you feel? Good. Good. Great. You want to do more warm-ups? Are you good? Want to move on? Maestro, what do you want to do? Go either way. It's that. I've heard that about you. What would you rather do tonight? Sure. You did. I was busy working. I wasn't on my phone. Light. Do that.
You gonna see the light? Nobody ever. There we go. Got it. I was just gonna keep looking at y'all until I got that one right. There you go.
So, what's the first vowel, right? Think about it for a second. The first vowel is O. O, like this. O. Where's the tongue? O, right? Essentially flat. Not, again, I don't mean like flat like the floor, but it's down. Or not here. Not up in the back, right? So, what happens with the N in front of it? Where does the N happen inside the mouth? So like this go, na. Say that. What part makes the N sound? Tongue against the back of the front upper gum ridge, right? So here you go. No, right? But it doesn't do this. No. See the difference? The jaw does not make the N sound. No. You know like this, you go. No. What's your first chord? What's that first chord? Sing the first chord on no. And just let this go. No. What watch? Go. No. Right? So the leads are here. No. Right? Basses. Think the baritones are here, right? I don't know. I'm asking.
Nobody ever. We should probably sing the first phrase and sort of.
Sing through the first phrase.
Here we go.
Perhaps I'm being
Two,
critical
three.
too soon.
Nobody ever told me that the sun could shine this way.
Oh, keep going. And
Nobody ever showed me how the night could turn to day. I never knew that someone like you could open my eyes. I realize the world is bright, the sky is blue.
Go back, lead, sing through that. Everybody else, do, or hum on your part. 4 parts, lead's the only ones on the words. Everybody else, a neutral, humming syllable.
Nobody ever told me that the sun could shine this way.
So think about singing through the full value of a word. I hear a little bit of that. Nobody, little accent on that, and told me that the sun could shine. Sing through the whole thing. Nobody ever told me how. That's not the right words.
that's okay.
Nobody ever told me that the sun could shine this way. Right? It's getting a little pokey, little. There's bumps in there that we don't need right yet. So smooth it out, Lise. Take a big old iron and just go smooth all those wrinkles out.
1, 2, 3.
Nobody ever told me that the sun could shine this way.
Keep going.
Nobody ever showed me how the night could
same way twice. That the sun could shine, that the night could turn to day. You have to fight against the structure of that melody and not put bumps in there where you don't need one, right? That the night could turn to day. Full value, warm, great sound. Breathe into that vowel. Where are the vowels? Primary vowel sounds. Let's go back through that, do that again. Leads, basses, you're next.
1, 2, 3.
Nobody ever told me that the sun could shine this way.
Again.
Nobody ever showed me how the night could turn to day. I never knew that someone like you could open my eyes. I realize the world is bright, the sky is blue.
Good, much better. These good basses, join them. Words, basses, join them. And think about breathing in on that vowel. Okay? Breathing in on the vowel, getting a good breath, and matching that. And be sure you're doing the same thing now, basses, that those leads were doing, was stretching a couple of those words. Got it? Go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
Nobody ever told me that the sun could shine this way.
Good.
Nobody ever showed me how the night could turn to day. I never knew that someone like you
2, 3.
could open my eyes. I realize the world is bright, the sky is blue.
So, is there a breath after? And again, one of the things that Tim talked about your singing eval was a breath plan. We've talked about a breath plan before. Where are the breaths in the first part of that intro, right? And that's something we're going to harp on. I just want to keep going back to: are you taking a catch breath? Are you sneaking one? Because it's a funny habit we all have: breathing, needing to breathe. But when you take that air at the beginning of the phrase, you should be able to pack enough air in there for the phrase itself, right? If not, and you need to breathe, then you need to find places to do it that are as inconspicuous as possible, and that you keep going, mouthing all of the words while you are breathing in, so that it isn't obvious that taking a breath in the middle of a phrase, right? You don't see, open my eyes, I realize, and I'm exaggerating, but you get the idea, right? Good. Leads and baritones, words. Leads and baritones, words.
1, 2, 3.
Nobody ever told me that the sun could shine this way.
Stretch.
Nobody
There you
ever
go.
showed me how the night could turn to day. I never knew that someone like you.
Say this to me, I never knew that someone like you. Say it, 2, 3.
I never knew.
Listen. I never knew that someone like. It isn't speaking, right? Sing, spiel, singing, sing. Sing this with no pitch. Sing it with no pitch. 2, go. And.
I never knew.
So reach in your pocket like this, reach in your pocket, and take out that old taffy, the old like saltwater taffy. There's 3 different squares of it in your pocket. They're already unwrapped. They've been in your pocket for a while. But there's no dust or anything on it. Take that, all that, you know what taffy is, right? I'm sure you all know taffy, right? Put it in your mouth. Taffy, chew. Right, now, with a mouthful of taffy, say, I never knew this. Say it, 2, 3.
I never knew that someone like you.
So what does it try and make you do? What is it connecting, right? There's that sense of, I never knew that some. Speak it is different. I never knew that someone. That's a spoken delivery. Singing delivery with no pitch. I never knew that someone like you. Right? Sing it with no pitch. 2, 3, go.
I never knew that someone like you.
Now that feels strange. You would not walk down the hallway place in your house saying, "Hi, what's for dinner tonight?" That's not how we speak, right? But it's how we sing. How we sing. I never knew pitch. Hold the chord on. I sing it 4 parts. Go and where is it? Sing that. Put your hand up and go. E, ah. It's right here. Sing the chord and go. Yeah. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, go.
I never knew that someone like you
2, 3, up.
would open my eyes. I realize the world is bright, the sky is blue.
The world is bright. The sky is. The world is bright. The sky is. Take your hand, put it out and sing. The world is bright. The sky is blue. That's it. I never knew. 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, go.
I never knew that someone like you could open my eyes. I realize the world is bright, the sky is blue.
Yeah, good. Now move back and forth. Right. So what are we talking about? We're talking about taking out bumps in the sound, singing through all of that. Good breath to support the entire length of the phrase. Right? Put your hands down here. Put your hands down here. Hands down here. Right? Sing right there from the beginning. And I want you to monitor your tank of air. Monitor your tank. You can do it here. You can do it here. Some of you can do it this way. Ooh, like that. Anyway, I don't care where you put your hand, right? Because technically, when we breathe in, this whole, like a belt, right? Belt, right? Big belt. Loosens, right? Air comes in. As we sing, it tightens a bit. When you breathe in, it loosens, and it expands. Almost like you step inside of the tire of a car, right? You pick it up and put it around you, and when you breathe in, you fill the tire. That way, right there, okay? And as you sing, there's resistance in that tire, right? I never knew, and as you're singing, right, that tire kind of tightens around you. When you breathe in, it goes, that someone like you. So just monitor your breath. Monitor your breath. Working on one thing right now. Yes, we worked on smoothing. Yes, we talked about that. Just monitor your breath. Yep, no, from the beginning. Monitor your breath. 1, 2, 3.
Nobody ever told
Monitor
me
your
that
breath.
the sun
Is it contracting?
this way.
Is it relaxed?
Nobody ever
How does that breath feel?
told me how the night could turn
How does that
to
breath feel?
day. I never knew that someone
Good job.
like you
1, 2, 3.
could open my eyes. I realize the world is bright, the sky is blue.
Well, there's no breath in there, is there?
No, sir.
Right. But most of you just made that, didn't you? Because all you're thinking about now is what? Tank. Should open my tank. This becomes second nature, right? This has to happen here. Air has to go this way. When you breathe, you have to let go of the body. Part of the problem is that as we sing, our bodies build tension. And you have to let go of that tension. It has to relax when you breathe in. If you don't relax this, the world is bright, the sky is blue, right? And it's here. You've been singing, and now you try to breathe in against this, and it goes, what do you get for a breath? You get that much, because you didn't do this. And you didn't let go, all right? So this works all the time. This part of this is all just, I never been much for moonlit skies. This part is the top of the duck on the water, right? You've heard the analogy. You put a duck on the water, right? As it glides across the water, what do you see? Just underneath the water, what's the duck doing? All right? This is under the water line is right about here, right? Top of this is, I never cared much for moonlit sky.
You guys all watched him sing in Category 4 a couple weeks ago, right? One of the things about Kirk that I'm mesmerized by is that from here up, he's like, it's almost uncomfortably stoked. Nothing moves. He is like a rock.
And that's good and bad.
Good and bad. Well, we're not talking about the performance guy, right? But if you watch him right here when he's breathing, I mean, it is just a gene that he's got going on. It's incredible.
And it's the difference between that sense of this moving and letting the body relax as you sing. Okay? Relax as you breathe in. Relax as you breathe in. Okay? You hold all that tension through a phrase because you're lifting the air out, and then you have to go. Nobody ever told me that the sun could shine this way. Nobody ever told me that. Right? There's your. This is the machine. This is the right here. This is the engine. Right? Everything else is just window dressing.
We're all going to be staring at your gut next time we see you.
Have at it, because I still work at it myself. Believe me, I still work at it myself. So try that again. Now we're going to marry that feeling of put your hands down. We're not going to mark, but I want you to make sure you're trying to keep that going with breathing in through that vowel, setting a vowel when you breathe in, and singing with no bumps in that line. Sing it, right? Sing it. Sing it. Don't speak it.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Nobody ever told me that the sun could shine this way. Nobody ever showed me how the night could turn to day. I never
Where's that body word?
knew that someone like you
Feel it, go.
could open my eyes. I realized the world is bright, the sky is blue. I never cared much for moon.
So we'll do it again, right? So now we get to I never cared much for moon. And again, I exaggerate for emphasis, right? But that's one end of the spectrum. I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never winked back at pop. The other end of the spectrum is nobody ever, so I never winked back at pop. Too much, right? That's like Dean Martin drunk singing. Right? So we have to find a continuum. So put your hand out this way, on this side, right? On this side. We'll do it this way, yeah? Doesn't matter, on that side. Where's that G, or whatever key you're in? Start right from, nobody ever, no, what's the, I never cared much, right from there. Start from I never cared much. And on this side, I want you to make it physically as choppy and pokey as you possibly can. You got it? Vocally. 1, 2, go.
I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never went back at fireflies.
Far too good at that.
I didn't really hear much of a difference there.
Never do that again, unless you're specifically told to. Not put your hand on this side. And I want you to absolutely, completely overdo all the sense of ever. Nope, I never care. 1, 2, go. I never care much for moonlit skies. I never went back at fireflies. So this side is almost like a fire hydrant, right? Just and the air doesn't get molded by the vowel. This side is exactly the opposite. And then right? So we're going to do this. Take your hands, put them this way. Okay? Now, sing on this side. Swing over here. Poke, poke, poke. 1, 2, go. And
I never cared much for
sing over here. Go.
I never went back.
Now watch. Bring them together. Go. But
Now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the
so we're
light.
trying to find there's a spectrum there, right? There's a spectrum there. We need to find where the middle is, maybe closer to this side than that side, right? Just looking for a happy medium. Right? Leads. Leads on words. Everybody else on hum. On your part, hum. Leads on words. 1, 2, go.
I never cared much for.
Do it again. Do it again. Please start way over here. Start way over here. And I'm going to move my hand this way. And I want you to lessen that towards this side. And when I stop, I'm going to be like, oh, that sounds good. Wherever I stop, okay? You interpret that however you want. Got it? Everybody else, hum on your part. Leads. Start over. So interesting side effect, right? But what happens, we have a tendency to feel like this when we do that. Right? And we still, when we come back this way, never cared much for the lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue come back into that. Moonlit skies. Then we go, I never wing back at fun. And we're too far, right? So you find a happy medium. Do it again, lead, same thing. Hum, 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 hum. The rest of you need to be listening. Because you're next. You're humming. Leads. 1, 2, go.
I never live under moonlit skies. I never wink back at fireflies. But now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light.
Hear a difference? Do you feel the difference, guys? Yeah. Right? Still doesn't feel like it's spoken, does it? It feels affected. It feels an AF. It feels like you are affecting the sound. What you have to realize is that when we sing, we affect all the time. That is what singing is. Singing is affected speech. Or you get, I never went back at fire. Now that the stars are in your eyes, I begin. Spoken, right? But you affect, I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never went back. Affect that, and you get a different result. So you affect your speaking to become something else. Right? Leads and basses, same thing. Baritones and tenors, hum. I never went back. Leads and basses over here. 1, 2, go.
I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never wink back at fireflies. But now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light.
I'm beginning to see, I'm beginning to, it gets a little, it gets a little bit of sound. I'm beginning to see, I want to get rid of all of that sense of sing-song. I'm beginning to see the light. All affect, affect, affect. 4 parts, same spot. Start way over here. 4 parts. 1, 2, go. Stretch. Good.
Fireflies, but now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light.
Yeah. Feels weird, doesn't it? Feels weird, doesn't it? Okay. Now we're going to start that same spot. Put a little bit of life back in your body. Don't change the act. Don't change the singing. Leave that right. I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never wait. Don't change that. Right? But now we want to animate the body. You got some movement. You got some stuff we do. We got some stuff we sing. Right? 1, 2, go.
I never cared much for moonlit skies.
Don't change that. Good. Don't go back. Don't go back. This is an experiment, right? We've gone through the whole spectrum. We found a place that is not halfway. It is this, right? It is not halfway. It's over here. So you are leaning more than you are towards this side, right? It's not halfway. But as you sing that, you can't get, no, now we, as soon as you start moving, now we go back to, take the ukulele. Not that there's anything wrong with ukulele. I like ukulele. But we need to affect in a way that stretches the time and stretches the sound, stretches that. With all the vowel stuff that we're still going to get to. I never went back. 1, 2, go.
I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never winked back at fireflies.
Stretch.
But now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light. I never went in for after.
No, there's a second verse. That's the second verse. I never went in. 1, 2, go.
I never went in for afterglow.
I never went in for afterglow. All of a sudden now, where is it? It's top of the line, right? So now you're seeing consistent opportunities with the structure of the melody. Right? The peak of the melody is very similar in structure. And you have a tendency to be pokey on the top of that melody. Right? And what's the, I never cared much for you to see the light. I never went in for afterglow, right there. 4 parts. Remember where we are in the spectrum, right? 1, 2, go.
I never went in for afterglow.
Much better.
Or candlelight on the mistletoe. But now that you turn the lamp down low,
Lamp down low. Now that you turn the lamp down low, I begin. Hear all how long those are. Now that you turn the I get all the, it's almost like it's like connective tissue, there's stuff inside there that we miss, right? A couple of notes, we fix it, remember the camera's not in the right spot, we gotta make the notes there, right? So let's go from the beginning, let's go right from the beginning again, right from the beginning. Yep, right at the top.
1, 2, 3.
Nobody
Jump, 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 jump. No, 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 no. Let legs go. Oh, oh, oh. Let legs go. No, no, no. Take one hand like this. And say, no, no, no. Now go like this. Nobody ever told. Speak it, go.
Nobody ever told me.
See how less the jaw has to move, right? Less jaw. Now, it's going to move. We are all amateur singers. It's going to move. Right? It's going to move. But we want to limit that so it doesn't get into that we don't get that clenched out movement in the jaw. No, no, no. Breathe into the vowel. No, nobody, no. Hear that? Instead of, and it's exaggerating, no, no. Right there, right? Try it. Breath. Good breath. Breathe in.
1, 2, 3.
Nobody
Much better.
ever told me that the sun could shine this way.
Good, good. Take your hands, go like this. Take your hands, go like this. Go like this, like there's a ball of, silly putty or goop or something. And I want you to pull your hands through it the entire time. You stretch and not too fast, right? Not looking to do this, right? I want you to feel that like stretch inside. Sing.
1,
Stretch,
2,
stretch,
3.
full stretch.
Nobody
Full stretch.
ever told
Push,
me
pull.
that
Full stretch. Push that around your hand.
shine this way.
Not in tempo. Push it around.
Nobody ever showed me how the night could
There you go.
turn today.
Pull on it like this.
I never knew
Pull.
that someone like
Drop your hands and keep it up.
could open my eyes. I realize the world is bright, the sky is blue. I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never winked back at fire.
Skies, flies, eyes, light. Sky. Say the word skies. Sky, right? Flies. What's the other sky, spy? But, so, how many times does that vowel sound happen in the piece? Right? And it's in, so say the word flies.
Flies.
Realize. All of those vowels, when we sing them, are the same. Realize, fla. What is on the end of that sound? There's a diphthong, isn't there? Right? And it's an I, right? So say the word fly. Big hand like this, point, and go. Flies. Put a little curl in the E, right? Go. Flies. Right? So, fla. Take your hand, put it here, and say fla. Drop the jaw a little bit to make this work. Drop the jaw, fla. Alright, right? So what is that? What is the what was it? Never cared much for moonlit skies, right? Fireflies in your eyes, and cigarettes. So you have skies, flies, and eyes, right? It's essentially the same word. Fla, right? Lead. Sing that. I never went back and fly. Right for that. Moonlit sky. Whatever that is. Whatever that start right there. Just the leads. 1, 2, leads.
I never cared much for moon.
I never cared much, right? I never cared much for moonlit fireflies. You're migrating, right? Now you're going to continue going back this way. Don't go back that way and continue. Stay over here. Stay over here. 1, 2, go.
I never cared much for moonlit skies.
See that skies, go.
Skies.
Leads, come here. Leads, come here. Leads, come here. There, you can bring the chair if you want to, man. You got it? So, spread out a bit. I I want you to chorus it. I never cared, sing it. I never cared much for it. And hold skies. 1, 2, go.
I never cared much for moonlit skies.
So, look at the skies vowel. Look at the vowel, right? Just as a section. Look at the vowel. Don't make any judgments yet. Just look at the vowels, right? Through the section. Is there unity in the vowel? Could there be more unity in the vowel? Where is the ah vowel? How do you create the ah vowel? Right? The tongue is where? Right? E, right? Start from here. E, ah. Ska, right? We're there, right? We're right in there. Ska. The tip of the tongue is here. Back of the tongue is flat. Little shape, right? Ska, ska. Ska. A little bit of focus to the vowel, right? And. You hear that? Good. Now there's an overtone in that one. Sing that again. Sing, go, ends. Go. Hear the overtone? There's an overtone in that. Now, when you do that and you match like that, you're going to create that sort of difference tone, that sort of buzz, right? Sing. I never came out from this guy. 1, 2, go.
I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never winked back at fireflies.
Was that the same one? So that's the same vowel. Same diphthong, same vowel structure and everything. What's different is ska, fluff. The consonants in the front are different. 1, 2, go.
I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never winked back at fireflies. But now that the stars are in your eyes,
So, I sing eyes, go. Take your hands like this, these like this. Now sing eyes, go. Right? Now, where's the tongue, right? The tongue is here. All the time. So, sing and sing. I never went over moonlit skies. And put your hand out and just do skies. That will with your hand. All right? 1, 2, go.
I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never winked back at fireflies. But now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to
Now sing with them. Sing with them. Where's that? I'm negative. Go flat. 4 parts. 1, 2, go.
I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never winked back at fireflies. But now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see.
Good. Leans going back up. Going back up. Going back up. And you got to stop me, or I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. Right? Now, when you get there, all those vowels have to be in line, right? I never cared much for moonlit skies. Never cared much for moonlit skies. Now the vowels out of line, right? The sonority is different. The placement is different, right? I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never 1, 2, 4 parts. 1, 2, go.
I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never winked back at fireflies. But now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light.
So, fi, I, light is almost exactly the same, isn't it? The ah, e diphthong is there as well. I'm beginning to see the light. Right? Primary sound. Ah, secondary. E. The word is light. The word is not light. Right? Primary sound. Beginning to see the light. So there's still a diphthong there, but they don't have equal weight. L, ah, e, t. 4 sounds, right? The word is not light. That's not how we sing it, right? We sing light, but the E is still there, and this vowel, la, is matched. 4 parts. I never cared much for Move this guy, yeah. One, two, three.
I never cared much for moon.
Careful. Don't leave that spectrum. Gotta make you do two things at once now. Don't leave the spectrum. 1, 2, go.
I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never winked
Don't leave the spectrum.
at fireflies. But now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light.
Just go. Sing it softer and sing light. Go and. Again, you like just go. Now go. Light. Go. Yeah, my mistake. On your part. On your part, right there. Go and. On that chord, sing that chord on light. Go. Good. Can we go on from there? What's next? What's the next word? I used to ramble. Can we do used to ramble? One. Sorry, you should do that before I don't do that.
This is not the bass one. 1, 2, 3, and
Used to ramble through the park.
Good. That's not a great place to start, but we get.
we started there a lot, so we're.
Used to ramble, shadowboxing in, then you came and caused a spark that.
Then you came and caused it. Used to ramble through the park.
Oh, too much.
Used to ramble through the.
Used to ramble through the.
Used to ramble through the park, shadowboxing in the dark. It does not sound, that's not the way I speak at all. But it's the way I'm singing the line.
Difference. It's an affectation. Can we start from there?
Used to ramble.
1, 2, 3, and
Used to ramble through the park, shadowboxing in the dark. Then you came and caused a spark. That's a 4-alarm fire now. I never made love by lantern shine. I never
Do it again. Right, start right there. Lantern shine. Start right there. Start right on lantern.
1, 2, 3, and
never made love by lantern shine.
1, 2, 3.
I never made love by lantern shine. I never saw rainbows in my wine. But now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light.
Good. Now, sing it with no pitch. Sing it with no pitch, right from, I used to love the making love by lantern, whatever that whole,
Used to make love by lantern shine.
whatever the, right, sorry. I never made love by lantern, right? Sing it with no, go ahead, pitch.
Yeah, what he means by that, understand, you are not Kirk. 95% of us should not be going, when we're speak singing, it's not going to sound like this. That's not your, for me, it's, I never made love by lantern, because that's
Great
where
point.
my speak, my
point.
non-pitched singing will be. Does that make sense?
Non-pitch singing.
Okay. Here we go. Nope, we don't need a pitch. 1, 2, 3.
I never made love by lantern.
Never made love, I never made love by, piano. Way over here, say it.
I never made love by lantern.
We're only going this far, right? It's not even 50%. What I liked, what we were doing is about 68 to 70%, right there.
I never made love by lantern shine. I never saw a rainbow.
Right? You have to think as an ensemble first, as an individual second. The ensemble comes first. You sacrifice to the ensemble first. You give to the ensemble so that you have an overall impact and not an individual impact. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right? Ensemble comes first. I never made love. Speak it, sing it with no pitch.
1, 2, 3.
I never made love by lantern shine. I never saw rainbows in my wine. But now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to
That's awesome.
see
Now I can
the
hear some of you.
light.
I can hear some of you correcting on the fly. go through the line, that you make it, there's a correction you're going to do. That's awesome. You're correcting as you're walking through it, which is great. And you're finding the places where you may shorten things that need to be longer. Right? Now, sing it on pitch, right there.
1, 2, 3, and I never made love. Sorry, I'm used to ramble. Never made love. 1, 2, 3.
I never made love by lantern shine. I never saw rainbows in my wine. But now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light.
Good. Lantern shine. Wine. Mine. Light. Are they the same as light? Say them. Never made love by lantern shine. I never saw rainbows in my wine. Now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light. Are they all four the same? Yes. They're pretty damn close, aren't they? Yeah. Right? So where did we start with flies, skies, realize, right? I never been loved by lantern shine. Shine, I never been loved by lantern shine. Right? That was not overdone. Because that's just as bad. Sometimes it's worse. When you get that that's artificial, right? But it says to be formed on the inside is as important as doing right here, right? 4 parts. I never. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I never made
Watch.
love by lantern shine. I never saw rainbows in my wine. But now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light.
There is no end. Stop. There is no end to the matching you can do on those diphthongs. And you have got to come up with a chorus default sound for them. Right? You'll all think of the same word at the same time, even though you're singing something else. Where does that get set? Right? What's the word? And we'll take some vowel charts, we'll talk about that, so that you have a word as a reference for that sound. Flies, skies, realize, shine, wine, mine, light. Wow. It's almost like waterboarding torture, right? Just drip, 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 here comes another one. Drip, drip, here comes another one. All right? How you used to ramble through the bark right from there? Second one.
1, 2, bases.
I used to ramble through the park.
Way over here. Used to ramble. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
Here we go. 1,
Smooth,
2,
baby.
3.
I used to ramble through the park, shadow boxing in the dark. Then you came and caused a spark. That's a forlorn fire now. I never made love by lantern.
What's cool about this spot right here is that if you take the overall default, how you're singing, and you intentionally move it, and now go, I never made love by lantern shine. And now you have a contrasting style, which is a choice. And there's a really cool little like thing inside it. I never saw a rainbow in my wine. There you now that your lips are. That's a great contrast. And now it's a choice, not a habit. It's a choice, not a habit. Because this, are you used to ramble through? That's just muscle memory and habit. It's not that it's bad. It's not that it's bad singing. It's not that it's bad notes. It's not that it's bad, right? It's just not refined. It's just not elevated. It doesn't go from here to here, right? It's spoken rather than sung. And that's the great part about this contrast in the back of this where it's like, I am a rainbow in my life. Now it has a whole new life to it, because you take the overall impact on that spectrum and just go over here to like 3 measures, and then you put it back where it belongs. Got it? Just experiment with that. Start from how you used to ramble through. Sorry, my
1,
fault.
2, 3.
How you used to ramble through.
I still get that. Almost like your body go like this. How you used to ramble through. Used to ramble. And again, we're talking about breaking habits. Break slowly, right? They don't break quickly. As long as you're aware of it, that's half the battle, man. That's all I want. Just be aware of that as we go through. Sing it.
1, 2, 3.
How you used to
Much better.
ramble through the park, shadow boxing
Right?
in the dark. Then you came and caused a spark that's a forlorn fire now.
Move it. Yeah.
I never made love by lantern shine. I never saw rainbows in my wine. But now that your villages are burning.
Started that hurt. Well, but when you go through that, especially with you, you may not want the timbre change, okay? And that's perfectly fine. This is more about how connected versus how separated you're singing. What he's talking about is to hear that never made love by the color of your voice changed as you increase the space between the notes. And those are two different knobs in the stereo, right? Two different knobs. You can still do came for on fire now. I never made love by the lantern shine. I never saw rain without your lips. The timbre and the color of voice doesn't have to change. We did that for impact, and I wanted you to feel the difference. But you as an ensemble, and you have to make, if you don't want that to happen, you just have to practice taking that out. Okay? But the concept is now this becomes an interesting choice, and it's not where you sing all the time. Right? Because you're focused on vowels, you're focused on breath, you're focused on the onset of tone to make all of that get better. Any questions? Let's sing through the tag. Can we do that? I won't stop you this time, I promise.
1, 2, 3.
How you used to ramble through the park, shadow boxing in the dark. Then you came and caused a spark that's a forlorn fire now. I never made love by lantern shine. I never saw rainbows in my wine. But now that your villages are burning wine, I'm beginning, just beginning, beginning to see the light. I'm beginning to see the light, the light, the light, the light, the light.
Wow. Vowels, breath, onset of tone, smoothness. What we worked on right there. Vowels, breath, onset of tone, and smoothness. Right? Not a lot. Certainly something. And it doesn't mean you're not doing it. It doesn't mean you don't work on it already. It doesn't mean you don't work on it already. That's not what any of this means. It just means that we hyper-focus on something, and I say it a different way than he does, and you get a different idea, and you hear it a different way. That's all it is. Vowels, breathing, onset of tone, smoothness. Vowels, breathing, onset of tone, and smoothness. That's all we really focused on for the last hour. Yeah.
So has any of this been affecting our pitch?
Yeah, so,
Well, we haven't really been looking.
yeah, I mean, it's hard when we're working, it's like when Diane's here, something's gonna break. And then you have to come back and patch that up too, right? So this is a targeted attempt to focus on a specific skill set.
I think that I think it can affect your pitch, but you guys have been right. It is a little tonight. It's affecting a little tonight, but you also know how well you've been singing in a tone center in the past 6 to 8 months to a year, right?
Yeah, I mean,
So-
let's not dismiss the fact that Kirk has not talked about pitch
almost at all
at
times.
all tonight, because he's not worried about that. I haven't, you know, the last couple sessions with Kirk or with Diane, if something's going flat, I'm gonna be right behind going, and we have to think about lifting the pitch. I'm not as worried about that anymore. It also never came up in any of our evals. I don't know if you guys caught that. Remember, I say it all the time. Sometimes I'm looking for what's not said in an eval. They didn't mention pitch. Yeah, I mean, like, man, that's
So we're just adding on top of this.
Yeah.
Yes, you gotta sing a tune. That's what we do. Yes, you gotta sing a tune. But when we do that, we can sing a tune, or, you know, we can emote and deliver and be smooth and suave in tune. Right? Both of that. It's just, you're just adding one more layer to the pile.
I think that was a good time to take a break.
It's a good time.
I'm gonna live till I die, please. I'm gonna live till I die. Hold it. Meta for a minute. The things we've been working on for the last hour, is there relevance to why we're switching to this song, or are we gonna start all over and learn all new stuff because it's a whole new song? Again, if you're missing my point, talk to someone who gets my point. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna live. Oh, two. I'm gonna live. Yeah, are you in the right key? E. E. Oh, 1, 2. I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna last and a cry. I'm gonna fill my cup until my number's up. I'm gonna live, live, live till I die. They're gonna say, hey, what a guy. I'm gonna play for the sky. Ain't gonna miss a thing. I'm gonna have my fling. I'm gonna live, live, live till I die. Lay low, I'm gonna stay low.
So, is there any? What? Oh, right.
There's good stuff here.
Is there any correlation between the height of the melody and the volume at which you sing it? Is there any correlation between your part, the height of the notes in your part, and the volume at which they sing them? Yes or no?
No.
So there's a better answer. There shouldn't be. There shouldn't be, right? Do you have a volume plan for this song? Do you have an idea as to where you should be louder and softer? It's not a very convincing answer.
Because we don't demonstrate
Well,
that.
because what I hear is, I'm gonna live till I die, I'm gonna play for, there's no, it doesn't seem to be any, now I know we hadn't talked about that a lot earlier, but as we look to smooth things out, one of the ways that we can get things smoothed out quickly is to understand the relationship of volume over the length of a line that you have to be singing in your part, right? And where the volume, where the higher volume is, where the lower volume is, what you're singing. Just as simple as that, right? Where's the destination? Where are you going with each one of the phrases? Where, right? Think about that for a second. And then we'll get into the other stuff that you should be remembering right now.
1, 2. I'm gonna live. We probably should all sing those first 3 chords. Here we go. 1, 2. I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna last and a cry. I'm gonna fill my cup until my number's up. I'm gonna live, live, live till I die. They're gonna say, hey, what a guy. I'm gonna play for the sky. I'm gonna miss a thing. I'm gonna have my fling. I'm gonna live, live, live till I die.
Lead, sing that for me from the top. 1, 2, leads, and 1, 2.
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna last and cry.
Live till I die, last at a cry. Right? I'm gonna live, sing live right there. I'm gonna live and hold live. Go.
I'm gonna live.
Hands up. Right. Now sing. I'm gonna leave. Sing that word. Leave. 1, 2.
I'm gonna leave.
Now sing. I'm gonna live. 1, 2.
I'm gonna live.
That one. Right? Right, that one. So what happens is you get, I'm gonna live, the tongue, I'm gonna live, I'm gonna live till I die, right? Last a cry. You have to think as a group, you have to think as a section. 1, 2, 3, sing it right. 1, 2.
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna last and cry. I'm gonna fill my cup until my number's up.
I'm gonna feel, right? It's right there, right? So the back of the tongue is very high in the mouth. You should all be paying attention. I'm gonna fill my cup. Fill, up. Numbers up. Live till I die. Up is back here, right? Is further. So all these vowels are here. Front, right? Is here. Right? Cup, right? Cup is higher this way and not as forward. It's still open, but it's here. Right? Is right in the middle here, that vowel in there. Please sing. Please, 1, 2.
I'm gonna live till
Way up there. 1, 2.
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna last and cry. I'm gonna fill my cup until my number's up. I'm gonna live until I
These are basics.
die.
1, 2, and 1, 2.
I'm gonna live.
Basics. Live. Sing leave. Go. Leave. Now watch. Leave. See how close that is to an E? I'm gonna live. Bass and tenor. A bass and lead. Sorry. 1, 2.
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna last and cry. I'm gonna fill my cup until my number's up. I'm gonna live until I die.
Live. So when you do that, right, what part of the tongue moves? The head. Live. What does this? It stays right back up here. Live until I die. Live. The front of the lips and teeth is the tip of the tongue. Live until I die. Live. So we don't get live till I die. I mean, again, I'm exaggerating for impact, but this doesn't have to. I'm gonna live till I die. Live until I die. And then really, the jaw has almost nothing to do with it. 4 parts. 4 parts. 1, 2, and 1, 2.
I'm gonna live till I die.
Do it again. Yeah, that was good, by the way. So I'm a high school teacher. You have to understand that. I'm gonna live. Take your hand, and sing that first chord and sing. I'm gonna live. Put your hand right there. 1, 2.
I'm gonna live.
Careful of it going. Live. There's height in the vowel, right? Put your hand like here. Put your hand right here like this. Right here like this. Right? Height this way. I'm gonna live. Space that way, right? Space inside. Instead of this. Live. But the tongue's in the same place. I'm gonna live. Sing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, go.
I'm gonna live.
Sing. 2, 1, 2.
I'm gonna live till I die.
Good, can we just, I don't want to reduce any of the fullness of the sounds you have, but I don't think it needs to be quite as raucous as where you are,
So
right?
it's a different knob on the stereo, right? Different knob, right?
Yeah. Here we go. 1, 2.
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna last and cry. I'm gonna fill my cup until my number's up. I'm gonna live until I die.
gonna say, right there, 4 parts.
A 1, 2.
They're gonna say, what a guy. I'm gonna play for the sky.
Does that play for the sky? What's that? I'm gonna what?
Play.
I'm gonna play, right? So, they're gonna say, hey, what a guy. I'm gonna play for the sky. You see a consistency in the vowel pattern? Right? So I can say this as nicely as possible. You don't get to interpret the vowel. You as an individual do not get to choose the vowel with which you want to sing. That is an ensemble choice first. They're gonna say, hey, see, say. They're gonna say, what a guy. I'm gonna play for the sky. All those vowels match. You must give that over. You don't choose that, right? They're gonna say, right there.
A 1, 2.
They're gonna say, what a guy. I'm gonna play for the sky. I'm gonna miss a thing. I'm gonna have my fling.
Miss a thing, miss a thing, miss a thing, have my fling, right? All about a lot of puzzles.
Speaking of vowel choices. Same plays I'm gonna play. A 1, 2.
They're gonna say, hey, what a guy. I'm gonna play for the sky. I'm gonna miss a thing. I'm gonna have my fling. I'm gonna live until I die. Lay low, I'll make them stay low. They'll never trail over my head. I'll be a devil till I'm an angel, but until then,
It's right there, next to an E. But until then, right? And then lay low, make him stay low. Lay low, stay low, trail over my head. A lot of vowels go back and forth, right? But what does this have to do with it? Almost nothing. Set the breath, breathe and sing. I'll make him lay low, I'll make him stay low, they'll never trail over my head. Doesn't have to move. I'll make him lay low, right from there.
The blues on the 1, 2.
The blues I'll lay low, I'll make them stay low, they'll never trail over my head. I'll be a devil till I'm an angel, but until then, glory, hallelujah, dad's gonna fly. I'll take a chance, riding high. Gonna take this town and turn it upside.
Da, almost like an AW, right? Da. So this happens now, and get a little bit of lips around it. Down, right? Take this town and turn it upside down. Where's the third of that? Down. Who's got that note? Leads, right? Down. You can be about 80% less on that. Where's the baritones in the fifth? Da, da, da. We need to rebalance that chord. More baritone, less lead, right? Tenors just go like this. No, not. Oh. 10, come on, man, 10. Let's go. Right? I'll make him lay low, lay low, lay, right? Lay low. I'll make him stay low. God, don't move the jaw. Be active. Not moving the jaw doesn't turn into this. I'll make him stay low. I'll make him move the jaw. No. Everything else is the same. You just limit this up and down movement, which helps with this all the time, right? I'll make the blues all stay, right?
Which doesn't affect the smile that happens from here up. What hasn't really been happening tonight? Here we go. 1, 2.
The blues are lay low.
The blues are lay. 1, 2.
The blues are lay low.
Stop. Hold lay. 1, 2.
The blues are lay.
There, right there. chord, sing lay, go.
Lay. E. Take a breath, do it again. I, E, E. That, right there. Lay. 1, 2. I'll make them lay low, I'll make them stay low, they'll never trail over my head. I'll be a devil till I'm an angel, and until then, glory out unto then. Rising, right? Rising, keep it in pitch, right? We'll talk about tuning for the first time. Up, 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 up. Bottom to then, bottom to then. Get right to that vowel. Good? Start right there. 1, 2. But until then, glory, hallelujah, that's gonna fly. I'll take a chance, riding high. I wanna take this town and turn it upside down. I'm gonna live, 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 live. Until I die. Sing the first chord on die. First chord on die. Go and die. Shake your hands up. Yeah. Careful. Don't do the too hard. You're in the first one. I do it all the time. Right? Hands go where? Right? Hands to the left. Until I die, until I, right there, sing it, go. Until I die. Put your hands up like this, and sing, go. Until I die. Come along. I love the vowel work in that. That's awesome. You're making great strides there. Smooth singing, vowel, breath, onset, smoothness. Vowel, breath, onset, smoothness. What have we talked about? That we spend most of the time on what? Vowel, 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 and some smoothness, right? But all that stuff can apply, especially the onset. I'm gonna breath. I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna live till I die. Breath and onset. Right? Good. Move your body around a bit. Wow. Right. Breath at a time. Here we go. 1, 2. I'm gonna live till I die.
All of that stuff plus shape. Not in exclusion of shape.
You can do that, you can do that, you can do that.
1, 2.
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna last every try. I'm gonna fill my cup until my number's up. I'm gonna live, live, live until I die. They're gonna say, hey, what a guy. I'm gonna play for the sky. I'm gonna miss a thing. I'm gonna have my fling. I'm gonna live, live, live until I die. Here's a question of minutia for you. When you say, I'm gonna, what are the sounds that you're saying? What are the primary vowel sounds? I, right? I. What's the next one? Right? Now, what's the third one? So, here's what I hear. I'm gonna. I hear both sounds. I'm gonna. There's a big mismatch of the vowel in that every time you say it. So, and again, that's like a horrible minutiae detail, right? But especially when you get the first thing is, I'm gonna live. What do you do? I'm gonna live. There's a little bit of a separation there. We're gonna have to answer that tonight, but that's something you want to consider. All right? And is that more important than the word live? I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna pay for this. Just think about what that
I'm gonna what? I'm gonna what? I'm gonna what? I'm gonna what? It's not, I'm gonna. Think about that. But you have to match those vowels. Sing, I'm gonna, where's that pitch? First three chords, one at a time. Sing it, go, and. So, are you singing gonna, right? Think about that for a second, right? So if you say it, I'm gonna, say it, I'm gonna. Think, I'm gonna. Now, try and take regional, try and take your regional dialect out. I'm gonna live, right? Take the dialect out of it for a second. And again, you have to come to an ensemble decision. I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna live, right? It's a little different, right? So sing, and try this just for now. I'm gonna, right? Sing, go, and. I'm gonna live. Right? It's up here, right? I'm gonna leave. And then right? I'm gonna leave till I die. Let's try it again. I'm gonna, go. I'm gonna, go, gun. I'm gonna live, try it. I'm gonna live. Say it, go. I'm gonna live. Go. I'm gonna live. 1, 2. I'm gonna live. It's much cleaner. Gonna live. And you can go, I'm gonna live, or whatever you're doing with it, I don't know, I'm not trying to change that. You have to unify the vowel, right? Now, you can unify to something else, that is totally your choice.
that was the choice that I had.
Gonna. I'm gonna live, gonna. Say gonna. Gonna. I'm gonna live, I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live till I'm gonna live till, got it? Sing it, 1, 2, and 1, 2. I'm gonna live till I die, I'm gonna laugh. That's the same thing, right? I'm gonna live till I die, I'm gonna laugh. Every time you say it, I'm gonna live, gonna. 1, 2. I'm gonna live till I die.
All of that plus the shake. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna laugh instead of cry. I'm gonna fill my cup until my number's up. I'm gonna live till I die. They're gonna say, hey, what a guy. I'm gonna play for the sky.
How many times in the song do you say gonna? Gonna. Say gonna. That's an up. Gonna. I'm gonna live. Take your thumb and put it in your belt like that. Take your thumb, put it right in your belt and say, I'm gonna live. Gonna. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live till I die.
Take it home, Scott.
I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna. You say that how many times in this piece? I'm gonna live until I die. Gonna.
This is simple. This
Gonna.
is easy stuff.
What's that? Who's from Kentucky? You are?
I am.
Mine, that explains a lot. Just kidding.
But gonna sounds right.
Gonna.
At the top.
It rhymes. Gonna. Every time.
I'm gonna live. 1, 2.
I'm gonna live
Every time.
I'm gonna laugh instead of cry. I'm gonna fill my cup until my number's up. I'm gonna live,
Nope.
live.
That one says gone. That one says I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live. Say that. These go. top. Right on the top. 1, 2, and 1, go.
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna laugh instead of cry. I'm gonna fill my cup until my number's up. I'm gonna live till I die. They're gonna say, hey, what a guy. I'm gonna wait for the sky. I'm gonna miss nothing. I'm gonna have my thing. I'm gonna live until I die.
It feels horribly unrefined. As you, right? You would, I'm gonna live, but you realize it's in deference to the ensemble. Every time. Gonna. The blues will lay low, I'll make them stay low. Right from there. The blues. First time or second time? First time. First time. The blues will lay. First time. 1, 2, first time. 1, 2.
The blues will lay low, I'll make them stay low. They'll never trail over my head. I'll be a devil till I'm an angel. But until then, glory, hallelujah, dance, gonna fly. I'll take a chance, riding high. I'm gonna take this town and turn it upside.
Any questions? You're not gonna have any questions for me? Sure.
I'm walking. Since you, again, step yourself meta for a minute, the things we've been working on,
I'm gonna use a little voice over it.
all right, the things we've been working on, is there a relevance to why we're switching to this song, or is it an arbitrary choice? If it's not arbitrary, then what's the connection, and can you make that happen right away? Since you. One more time. One. I want two.
Since you done gone away, I've been lonely every day.
Right after that. Since you've. Just warning it. Here we go. 2. I want 2.
Since you done gone away, I've been lonely every day. But I'm waiting around till you come back my way to stay. Come back to stay. Doom, ba-doom, ba-doom, doom. I'm walking, yes I'm needing, I'm talking about you and me. I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. Yes, I got I'm waiting for your company. I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. What you gonna do when the well runs dry? You're gonna run away and hide. I'm gonna run right by your side. For you, pretty baby, I'll leave and die. I'm walking.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah. I was gonna ask the same.
That's good though. That was nice and smooth. I like. Don't let the smoothness undermine vitality. Right? Don't let the smoothness make you feel like you just took 50 milligrams of propranolol and you're just going. Right? Don't let that happen. Now, in the introduction, how many words rhyme with ed?
A lot.
A-E. Day, way, stay, right? You have one way to say that. Right? Do the intro again.
We'll kick the tempo up just a swoosh. A 1, 2, a 1, 2.
Since you done gone away, I've been lonely every day, but I'm waiting around till you come back my way to say, come on back to stay. I'm walking, yes I'm needing, I'm talking about you and me, I'm hoping that you'll come back to me.
The whole voice leads, the whole voice.
As I can be, I'm waiting for your company. I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. What you gonna do when the well runs dry? You're gonna run away and hide. I'm gonna run right by your side. For you, pretty baby, I'll even die.
I'm gonna run right by your side for you, pretty lady. And again, exaggerating for impact, right? I'm gonna run right by your side for you, pretty baby. Right? Legato, stretch, 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 pull in the string, pull in the tapping, pull all the time, right? Because when you as an ensemble become choppy and you get space in between the notes, there's nothing to cover that. In a jazz band, there's a combo underneath it. The drums, the piano, the keyboard, all that's just doing time underneath everybody, right? And the horns can do whatever they want. When we sing together as 4 parts, there's no rhythm section underneath. Nothing to catch. Nothing to catch. And all that space becomes is just space. Yep. All right? So, let's try that again from, sure.
What you gonna do when the well runs dry? 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3.
What are you gonna do when the well runs dry?
That's really good.
Run away and hide. I'm gonna run right by your side. For you, pretty baby, I'll even die. I'm talking, yes I'm needing. I'm talking about you and me. I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. Yeah.
So we talked about this once before in the suits, right? The upper 3 parts can be a little more choppy, like horns, right? Basses, what did you get to do? Even when they play pizzicato, there's still duration to it, right? It's not dot dot dot. It's there's duration to it, right? You cannot be dot 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 bass. And again, I'm exaggerating for impact bases, but you can't be that short. It's gotta be longer than that basis. Da 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 da. Even that, right? Instead of dot 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 dot. Other upper 3 parts, have at it, right? Bases are gonna be longer than that because you are the only rhythm section underneath them right there. Can we start right there?
Yeah.
Right? Just a little longer basis. Just I don't want to change anything else. Just even if you're going da da da, be careful that I talk about an accent with my horn players in high school. The difference between what a staccato note would be and a marcato note would be. Marcato is closed in the front and open on the end. Da 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 da. Right? Instead of da 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 da. That's a whole different articulation. Instrumental articulation. You have to think more this way. Da 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 da. And up here. That can be much shorter on top of that bass figure. Okay?
Start back one phrase. I'm walking, what is the word? I'm walking, yes indeed, and I'm talking about you and me. I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. Yeah, mama. Got it? 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3.
I'm walking, yes indeed, and I'm talking about you and me, and I'm hoping that you'll come back to me.
Better basses. go. That's a pretty damn good sound right there. Back. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're matching the internal structure of the vowel. Inside, up, back, back. So you're not choosing, and you got one shot. Yeah, back. You can hear it ring. Back in an individual voice. Back. Can you hear that? Back. One voice. You can ring like one voice. You get everybody doing it. Man, it sounds great. Sing it. Back. Ready? Go. But it's more, okay, but it's more than just doing this, right? What does the back look like? Back. We're not doing just this, right? We're not talking about, everybody's vowel looks like this. You can do anything on the inside, it looks the same, right? That's less than 30% of the vowel. Where's the vowel happen? Here. Back there, right? Now you're singing. Back, bed, day, be. Now you're matching it. There's at least 5 right there to think about. And oh, and there's others. Would, go, long, joy, other ones that are back and this way. We'll get to those. I'm going to make a chart, I promise. You're going to hate that chart. You're going to hate that chart.
Remember how annoyed you guys were a few months back with how much I was harping on pitch? Not all of you, but a few of you. I got the emails. I ignored your emails, but I got them. Well, it's vowel time.
Vowel time.
Vowel time.
That's what it sounded like. Well, I mean, we can, if you want to sing through a little bit of The Song Is Ended, right? Song ended, song is ended, right? On, melody lingers on. Lots of vowels to match in that, baby. Lots of vowels. But we still have what? Vowel, breath, onset, smoothness. 4 things. Right? So just think a bit of song. I mean, your chapter, you know how long they go at night.
Yeah, we got a good hour and 20 minutes.
I can say, I'm going to be leaving very shortly.
You're on vacation for like 4 weeks. What do you? All right, song is ended. Here we go.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's right at the chorus. The song. Right from there. Sorry.
It's hard to sing when you're blocking the bill.
Because Craig's just trying to find more soul.
Oh.
That'll piss you guys off later. A little weird to start there, so we need a second to find that. We'll do that
Hold
again.
the, just for a second. Where's the vowel, right? E, right, straight up. It's not back here. Ooh, the song, right? The song. Breathe in through the vowel. Yep. Keep going. right? And then ah, where does ah go? Ah is back this way. Oh, tongue still flat, right? Shake. Oh, back there. Right? Do that like this. Sing this and go. Yeah, but the ah doesn't go like. Not that far, right? Right, a little more shape as you go. And the melody seemed to say, yes, right? Melody seemed to say. I get a little melody seemed to say, melody seemed to say. Get that way up there because that's an E vowel. Way up. Melody seemed to say. Match that.
The night was splendid.
Yeah.
The night was splendid, and the melody seemed to say, summer will pass away. Take your happiness while you may.
Pass away. Happiness while you may. Right? May. Yeah. Third one now. Summer will pass away. Summer will pass away. Take your happiness while you may. Yeah. It's right there, right? The back of the tongue is still very high when you match that. Summer will pass away. Right from there.
The night was splendid.
The night was splendid.
The night was splendid, and the melody seemed to say, summer will pass away. Take your happiness while you may. But there beneath the light of the moon, we sang a love song that ended too soon. The moon descended.
So now, and I keep part, right? The moon descended. It's a little high for me. The moon descended. Whatever the note is, right? Oo, E, N. E, E, all done with a blade, right? The moon. That sounded great. That too soon was stellar.
The moon descended,
There it is.
and I found with the break of dawn, you and the song had gone, but the melody lingers on.
So where is that, right? Right? On and on and on. A lot of tongue movement, right? But the melody lingers on and on. Can we start from there? I love this thing.
Yeah. So,
Wonder who wrote this guy?
song had gone, but the melody lingers on. You and the song are gone, but the melody lingers
Don't be afraid of the change, right?
on
Right? There's a change in the tongue placement and the focus.
On and on.
So drop the jaw, shake the lip, oh. Ah, oh. Right? And lips to the back. That's all closing, tongue going up, closing the vowel, right? You get the vowels in front, the bright ones, e, right? And the vowels back here, they go moon, look, joy, go, long, now, those in the back. Where the tongue goes back up, you get structure on the front side, right? Okay? That sounds good, Mrs. Boston. I love that. It's a beautiful vowel. I love that vowel. I love that
I
vowel.
think my favorite comment that I heard about this was not from a judge, it was from somebody else, who walked by and said, Todd, God, you know, the song is ended, it's just such a beautiful song. Nobody does that. It was really courageous. And I always love that you guys do it differently than anyone has done it before. I wonder who that is. Just kind of cracks me up a little bit. I think a lot of people just, if the vocal majority did it this way, we're all going to do it the way the vocal majority does it. But I didn't think it was all that different, but whatever.
You get rewarded for originality. It happens.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, 32.
You know.
No, it's 9:32.
You're on a while.
I've got a thicker skin than that. Any questions? I really do kind of have to bail. But
Yeah.
any questions about what we covered? What were the four things we talked about? Vowel, breath, onset. And you know what onset is, right? When you breathe and start the sound. Breathe and start the sound. And the fourth one is smoothness. Smoothness. Vowel, breath, onset, smoothness. Right? It's almost in that order, isn't it? Vowel, breath, onset, smooth. B-B-O-S.
B-boss.
Vowel, breath, onset, smooth. Right? Any questions about that? Yeah.
When you're talking about the breathing, you're saying, take in the breath and keep taking breath until you sing. So you're
Yeah,
not
well,
stopping.
but you're gonna, when you breathe, you have that sensation of, on the very, if you take for a second, a lot of times when we sing, especially as amateur singers, we use the vocal folds as a valve to control pressure, right? When you take a breath and go, what happens is when you breathe in, the folds go, and now they hold all the pressure, and your muscles here aren't doing any of the work, right? It's suspending. You ever watch a dog pant, right? Take for a second and go like this, and just try this, go. What? Now if you go. That's a suspended breath. The diaphragm is suspended. If you slow it down and go. On the top of that, when you take the breath before you exhale, the diaphragm is still contracted and the breath is suspended, right? So when you breathe to that suspension and go. the, but there shouldn't be any space between the breath. The, right? It's a continuous motion. Vowel breath onset. It's a continuous the night, the, but you don't get the, because that's what happens when you cough. Physically, when you cough, your body goes, and it's the voice, the folds go together, hold the pressure, and then they go, and they explode, and all the air rushes out. That's why coughing is so bad for your voice.
Is that the same as when you hold your breath right there?
Yeah. So say the word eyes. Say that like eyes. Go. Eyes. Eyes. Now, when you feel that, you go eyes. That's the glot coming together and exploding apart. Eyes. That's a glottal stop. Now, if you put a small H in front of it, you get right, and that's a suspended breath. It's an elementary way to say that, but it's a suspended, where you don't get the sensation of a stop between the vowel breath sing. Vowel breath sing. Vowel breath onset. The, right? Instead of the, because the only thing that holds it in, unless you suspend that breath, in the middle of a pant, if you're suspended, and that's like with pull the tire up around you, you feel like you're pushing out of the tire and go, and you hold the diaphragm contracted so the voice doesn't go, and you don't control the airflow as a valve here. Vowel breath onset. The night, all one motion. All right? Does that answer your question?
Yep.
You breathe in until you go. It's not. That doesn't work. It shouldn't work like that. Sometimes it does, and it shouldn't. Good question. Any other questions?
Thanks, Kirk.
I love coming down to work with you guys. I love it.
Because?
Because you put up with him and you do what I say. It's great. Unlike, it's not like my high school part. It's a little different than high school. Some people. All right, I gotta run. I get 3 hours ahead. So, all right, thank you guys. Thank you very much.